And we say good morning to you. We are live again at Mike's Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Mike's and you do on this Monday, December the 11th, 2017. Show number 651 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are live here. We got lots to talk about. College football. The bowl season starts this coming Saturday. All kinds of football games. We got the NFL, a little bit of NFL. We're going to talk about Jason Witten. Another record performance last night by the big guy from Elizabethton, Tennessee. We'll tell you all about that. Baseball news. Got some good news and some bad news when it comes to baseball. We'll tell you all about that. The Yankees got richer over the weekend. Red Sox had a player in trouble over the weekend, and we'll talk more about that. And also, of course, as you know by now, I guess, Shohei Ohtani signs with the Los Angeles Angels, and that makes him an instant very good baseball team. We'll talk about that. College basketball. Got high school basketball coming up tonight. We got all kinds of things to talk about. Billy Weems will stop by and join us and visit with us from the Lamplight Theater here in Kingsport. Mike Hedrick, NASCAR fan reporter, top of the hour, will be joining us live from Northern Virginia. See if we've got any snow up there yet. We got some snow and cold weather coming back in here this weekend, this past weekend. And so we got some cold temperatures and some snow tomorrow night here in the region. Then it's going to warm up and moderate, which is what we want. Yay! Or moderate for the weekend heading into last couple of weeks before Christmas. Also, William Yarber joins us a little bit later on the show from right here at Mike's Medicine Mart, and also Dr. Barry Walton as well. So, full show tomorrow for the week. Tomorrow we'll be at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Wednesday we'll be back at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thursday we'll be at Champion Chevrolet. And Friday we'll be in Blumpville, Food City Friday. So, we're all excited about that. And, of course, coming up on Friday, here's a chance somebody's going to win $100 cash from us between now and Thursday. Every time you share and retweet, equals one entry, you see on the screen. One share or retweet equals one entry, and there's no limit on the number of entries you can make. Again, valid on Facebook shares and Twitter, and so $100 cash. Somebody's going to win that coming up again on Friday. But I got even a better job for you today. You can win something today. Absolutely today. 100% somebody's going to win this right here. If you are into Willow Tree Angels, this is a $22 value. This is called Magnolia, and this is from the Willow Tree Angel collection here at Mike's Medicine Mart. They sell a ton of Willow Tree Angels. So here's what we're going to do. Becky says we want to give something away today here on the show, so it's very easy to do. All you got to do is pretty much what we're doing anyway, is like and share on the broadcast to be entered to win. We're going to give this away at the end of the show. So all you got to do is like and comment on the show. Of course, the Tom Taylor Sports Show on the Facebook page or TomTaylorSports.com, either way. And so somebody's going to win this $22 Willow Tree Magnolia absolutely free. And of course, they, as we said, sell a whiz out of these at Christmas time. So all you got to do is like and comment the show between now and the end of the show today. And we're going to award this to someone at the end of the show, whether you're in town or out of town. If you're out of town, we'll mail it to you. If you're in town, we'll get it to you. Either way, we want you to win the Willow Tree Angel Magnolia, a $22 retail value, absolutely free. That'll be going on today. And all you got to do is like and comment on the show. Why would you not? It's like type of something, go beep, hit that, and you're in. So, and hopefully it'll be you. Hopefully you'll win. I hope so. Somebody's going to win it. Might as well be you. All right, we always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross unashamedly. We start the show, and today's verse, we do a verse of the day. Today's verse out of the book of Psalms says, Psalms 32, 7 through 11 says, I am your hiding place. I will protect you from trouble, surround you with songs of deliverance. I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. I will counsel you and watch over you. Rejoice in me. How about that? That's good. That's the verse of the day here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Show number 651. Where did I get two at? That was about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Show number 651. So we're excited about being here today. Billy Wayne's going to join us from Lamplight Theater coming up the bottom of the hour with the Midwinter's Carol. Also, Mike Hedrick, NASCAR fans reporter, is going to join us a bit later on. Also, we have, as we said, William Yarber from the Good Food Grocery right here at Mike's Medicine Mart, and Dr. Barry Walton from Mike's Medicine Mart. And so they are hopping as usual. Hey, don't forget, Santa Claus is going to be here this coming Wednesday from 2 till 6. There'll be a photo booth set up to have your picture made with Santa Claus this coming Wednesday, day after tomorrow, here at Mike's Medicine Mart from 2 until 6 o'clock. Also, we got all kinds of show and tell here. I don't even know where I'll start. All kinds of show and tell to show you here on this Monday. Let's start with this one right here. This is the snowman basket filled with wintertime treats. Look at this right here. This 3 sizes to choose from starting, and this one's at $19.99. They start at $14.99. This is the medium basket. Already Everything already in here ready to go. And all you got to do is, even with the snowman on the front of it, all you got to do is put a little bow on it. You only have to put a bow. I guess you just wrap it up as is, and away you go. So that's for $19.99. The snowman basket filled with winter-themed treats. 3 sizes to choose from. And again, this one starts at $14.99 here at Mike's Medicine Mart. Got all kinds of cool stuff. Then they've got the Russell Stover candy. We'll take a break and tell you about some sports. Russell Stover candy. $9.99. Russell Stover, handcrafted in small batches, assorted fine chocolates in a nice decorative tin. Santa Claus for $9.99. See the price tag here again from Mike's Medicine Mart. Got that available as well. And then this is probably one of my favorites right here. Chocolate covered peanuts, peanut cluster. Hello, Dr. Walton. Boy, you're looking sharp. Peanut cluster. Check this out. I love them. That and a big old glass of milk, cold, make your teeth hurt. That'll set you free right there. Peanut cluster for $11.39. Again, from Mike's Medicine Mart. And there you see them, the peanut cluster in the back, and those are outstanding. So those are some of the things I'll be talking about throughout the show. We got some Amish country popcorn set, which is really cool. Let's just go ahead and do that right now. This is neat. The Amish country popcorn set. Hello, young lady. How are you? Check this out right here. This is nice. I'm going to pull it back where you can see all of it. Is that not cool? Amish country popcorn set. You have medium white hulless popcorn, red popcorn with fewer hulls, extra large caramel type, rainbow unique blend popcorn. You've got the baby white, which is extra small and tender. These are all different kinds of popcorn. You've got the baby yellow. You've got the medium yellow and blue, just a little sweeter. And then you've got the pick a flavor, the original ballpark style popcorn salt. And then right in the middle of it is buttery popcorn oil. So someone who likes popcorn, this is very, very nice. Again, this retails for, I'll have to get a price. Oh, there it is. Oh, my glasses. I'll have to double check on the price. See what this says. Oh, 18, less than 20 bucks for that right there. Is that not neat? Already the bow on it, ready to go. So if you have someone who likes popcorn, those little bags are different kinds of popcorn. There's my finger right there. Different kinds of popcorn available here at Mike's Medicine Mart. That's the Amish Country Popcorn gift set for less than 20 bucks here. And that's I've got even a bigger and a better one over here. I'm going to let William show you in a minute because it comes with a popcorn popper, an old-fashioned popcorn popper. That's kind of neat. So all that right here again at Mike's Medicine Mart. Holiday gift boxes filled with Amish wedding and Troyer goodies. You know, Amish Country Popcorn gift sets. We just showed you 8 different popcorns, canola oil, ballpark style popcorn salt for under $19. That's a great gift for a teacher or someone that you know that likes popcorn. And pop it the old-fashioned way, or you can put that in the microwave. Also, the Whirly popcorn popper, that's for $29.99. We'll show that to you a little bit later on. Boxed Christmas cards, and also Willow Tree with loads of figurines, giving this away today. So again, go ahead and like and comment the show right now. That way we can get this to you if you win it. This is a $22 Willow Tree Angel, and this is again called Magnolia. Got to hopefully do it this way, be a little bit better, I guess. There it is. And behind us you see, let's see, this is Dr. Barry Walton. This is Phil and Barbara McManus. And there's our other guy behind me. Let's do the pointer. Instead of doing my fingers like Forrest Gump. Dr. Barry Walton, Phil, Barbara McManus, and Kevin Smith. These are the folks that make and go, the pharmacist here at Mike's Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Mike's, and you do here on Center Street in Kingsport. We'll take our first break. We'll come right back. We'll jump in. We'll talk sports is why we're here. And we've got sports and a bunch of it. Coming up next, take a look. We'll get it out of the way. NFL, tell you who won from yesterday. And after that, that's all we're going to give you. And also tell you about Jason Witten had a heck of a day yesterday. Big time catch for a touchdown. And give you the stats and the career numbers on Jason Witten. Just because we want to, because this guy is a class act from Elizabethton, Tennessee, here in our own backyard, here in our in our neck of the woods, as they say, in the backyard of where we are in Elizabethton, Tennessee. Jason Witten, big game yesterday, 1 catch, but it was a biggie. We'll tell you about that and more next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 651, live from Mike's Medicine Mart. Again, be sure and like and share, or like and comment on the show right now, and put yourself in the running to win this. We're going to give this away at the end of the show today. It's a $22 value. If you like Willow Tree Angel figurines, if you don't keep them yourself, you want to pass them on to someone for Christmas, here is the way to go right here. We'll tell you more about that right after this. This quick break here from Mike's Medicine Mart in Kingsport. Make tracks to Mike's on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Phil Pipkin, owner of Phil's Dream Pit. Do you like smoked turkey? Do you like smoked ham? For your Christmas or New Year's dinner, enjoy a spiral sliced smoked ham or smoked turkey breast, smoked right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Smoked hams, 9 to 11 pounds at $8.50 a pound. The smoked turkey breast goes from 2 to 4 pounds at $11.49 per pound. Order by Tuesday, December the 19th. Pick up Friday, December the 22nd, or Saturday, December 23rd. Let us take care of your Christmas or New Year's dinner with a smoked turkey breast or spiral smoked ham. Call 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the parts. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
The 2018 Cow Calendar in now for a limited time at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. A 20th anniversary retrospective titled Steers of Yesteryear, including a card with a wide range of free food offerings across the Chick-fil-A menu. Only $8 plus tax, but hurry, supplies are limited. Each month gives you the chance to collect free Chick-fil-A menu items. The offers vary each month, but hurry, supplies are limited. The 2018 Chick-fil-A Steers of Yesteryear Calendar on sale now at Chick-fil-A at The Crossings in North Johnson City. Back with the Tom Taylor. No, I'm not Dr. Barry Walton. Let's get me off the screen. Let's get the man on the screen. We're back here on the Tom Taylor's. I'm the beast. There'd be the beauty right there. There'd be the man in the house. How you doing, sir? You do have a face for radio. Let me turn you back. Let me flip that on there. Make sure we got a sound coming out of both, and we do.
All right, good deal.
Yeah. So busy. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season is absolutely right. I tell you what, whenever we get a little cold spell like this and a little snow, things kind of pick up because people start thinking about flu shots and things like that. So this is good for public health, really.
Absolutely. So you look at all this gift giving ideas that Becky set up here. It's got some cool stuff, but again, hold that up, look it into the camera. There is what if they like it and comment on the show between now and the end of the show. Somebody's going to win that. It's $22 value. Willow Tree Angels. All you got to do is like and see what did Becky say. She has the official like and comment on the show. And again, pull the winner out of the folks that do that. Win themselves a $22 Willow Tree Angel. You guys sell a ton of Willow Tree, don't you?
We do. Yeah. It's a very popular collectible item, and folks come in here, and whenever they have something new, you can tell when something is new because it'll fly out of here real fast.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that is very well received by practically anyone. So it's a good thing to have, and if you win it, you can. This is one of those that you can re-gift, and nobody has to know about it.
There you go. Exactly. I like it. We're going to talk about flu shots here in just a second, but I want to, as I do, I'm going to give you the winners of the National Football League. I'm going to tell you the Cowboys score because of Jason Witten. They beat the Giants 30-10. Other winners: Carolina, the Bears, Kansas City, Detroit, Buffalo, Green Bay, San Francisco, Denver, Arizona, the Chargers, Jacksonville, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. That's all you get from me. Monday Night Football, New England and Miami. Jason Witten, big catch yesterday, 20-yard touchdown catch. Witten, again, just continues. He's a lock for the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah. And defies age. I mean, he's just I don't think people realize how much of a toll the league takes on your body. And for him to be doing and performing at the level he's doing for so many years, it's just incredible. So, yeah, I was glad to see him score yesterday, and he seemed really excited afterwards. He was pumped up, so I was glad to see that, and he's had another good year. So
Cowboys right now 7-6. They're hanging for the playoffs. They play the Raiders coming up Sunday night, again for the next game of the regular season. They got 3 more games left. Jason Witten, 12,000. These are the up-to-the-minute stats. 12,345 yards of receiving. Now, you're a former receiver, so you know that's pretty dadgum impressive. 11 yards an average on the catch, 68 touchdowns. And I was telling you during the break, Jason Witten in 236 football games. He is in 14 years of playing. He's fumbled the ball only 8 times, and he's actually lost it only 6. He recovered 2 of those. So let's just say in 236 games, he's fumbled the ball 6 times.
That's about half a time a year.
Yes, that is. So that's ball control.
That is, I tell you, you know. That's the main thing. You know, you can make these great catches, but if you don't secure that ball, it's not going to matter. And as Cowboy fans in the past, we've learned that. You know, we've seen Dez Bryant dive into the field in the end zone, thinking we had a touchdown, and you know, the NFL has 20 different ways of saying what a catch actually is. It's kind of like that tuck rule they came up with for Tom Brady. That was against the Raiders, wasn't it, Tom?
Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah. Boy.
I didn't mean to rub salt in that wound.
Just go ahead and open that wound up. Get back down to my crawl a little bit. Yep. That was the tuck rule with the snow up in the New England Patriots.
Yeah, that was kind of the start of the New England dynasty, and they did it. Well, you know, it's typical New England style. They cheated to get there too, so you know, it's all good. It's all good.
Excuse me. We're here live again at Mike's Medicine Mart. You lose a pretty good guy off the Alabama coaching staff. Again, heading to Knoxville. I think Knoxville got him a good one. And Jeremy Pruitt. Of course, Tennessee's gains, Alabama's lost. But, you know, I was looking over the weekend. If you're looking around the college football ranking, college circles, coaching circles, I should say, and all the guys have come through and been under the tutelage of Nick Saban. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's cranking out coaches, and here goes another one leaving Alabama, as has Kirby Smart, as has Lane Kiffin the last couple of years. And so now this guy, in fact, I just read where the Oregon coach, Cristobal, was also on the staff for Alabama for a couple of years.
That's right.
That's a great compliment to Nick Saban.
It is. You know, they keep talking about the process down there at Alabama, and, you know, there's something to that. You know, and I was, you know, my 2 favorite teams, as you know, number 1 is Alabama, number 2 is Tennessee. So I watched in fact, we watched it yesterday again because my wife hadn't had a chance to see it. I said, you got to see this. The introduction of Coach Pruitt as the UT coach. And she just said, you know, he's a pretty straight shooter, isn't he? I said, yeah, and that's what we need, you know. So I was glad to see that. You know, he just tells it like it is, you know, tells you where we want to go, says that, you know, our players will be prepared. They will know, you know, if a certain situation arises, if it's 4th down, they'll know not only that we're going for it, but they'll know the play. You know, that's how you get to where people like Coach Saban has Alabama now. You know, when Coach Saban first came to Alabama, we were not in a good place. That first year, we lost to Louisiana Monroe. And people were already saying, "Oh my Lord, what have we done?" But you know, if you stick with folks like that have integrity and honesty with the kids, you know, I think that's a really good thing. And I don't know, of course, this new situation down there in Knoxville where the child was bullied, and the UT players have stepped up. I don't know if Coach Pruitt had a thing to do with that, but that's good to see that kind of stuff. That tells you that your players are people of good character. So I was glad to see that. I just think there's going to be a whole new attitude down there in Knoxville. I think if you're out there and you can play, I don't think Coach Pruitt cares, where you came from or what you do. If you're a person of good character, you're going to be out there on the field and making plays for the ball. So I'm behind him 100%.
Absolutely, I am too. I think that they made a good choice, especially given the timeline of how everything kind of blew up in their face. Obviously, we all know about that by now, and everybody said we'll run out of options and choices, but I think they got a good one, and I know he got a standing ovation down at the Lipscomb game the other night against the Tennessee men's team. They gave him a standing O when he was introduced, so he is hitting the ground running. He is also obviously still working for Alabama. They've got a big game coming up. Oh, let me think here. New Year's Day against them Clemson Tigers. What a great Final Four. Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, and Oklahoma. Baker Mayfield, what a great success story. This guy was a walk-on, not once but twice. Walked on to Texas A&M, transferred, walked on to Oklahoma, and goes from a walk-on to Heisman Trophy winner. What a great motivational tool for anybody out there that thinks they can't make an impact to make a difference. And so Oklahoma, Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, they got it right. It's going to be a great Final Four New Year's Day.
It is, and they did get it right. By the way, that Ohio State defensive coordinator, Greg Schiano, who's he head coaching for next year? I don't think anybody else was talking about him being a head coach. No, I don't think anybody else was talking about him being a head coach.
I think he's staying right there. Yeah.
Or maybe not. Who knows? 55 points against Iowa. Thank you, Coach Schiano. That's a gift that keeps on giving. That's what got Alabama in the playoffs.
The gift that keeps on giving. Thank you, Greg Schiano.
I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. That's great. We're talking to Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. We're here live at Max. You can see the backdrop, Straight Crossing, Good Food Grocery, that William's going to be talking to us about coming up here in a few minutes. But flu shots, 'tis the season. We've got another shot of cold air. They're talking 15 and 16 degrees tomorrow night. And then it's going to warm up. It's going to be in the 50s by the weekend. But it's here. The roller coaster causes sickness and roller coaster temperatures. Got to get your flu shot now. You've already given them some this morning, right?
Absolutely. We've given a truckload of shots already this morning. So that's always a good thing. People taking this seriously. As we were talking off the air, this is a matter of public health. You want to make sure that as many people get vaccinated as possible so that not only they don't get the flu, but they don't pass it on to other people that may be more susceptible. And that's what people don't often realize, is that you're not doing it just for yourself, but if you have an elderly parent, of course, this time of year, or a grandparent, or just a loved one that's usually shut in and can't get out, this protects them too, because when you get together for Christmas or any holiday get together, you're not going to be taking those germs in there to infect them as well. So these flu viruses can be for people in that kind of situation can be deadly. So we lose about a little over 30,000 people a year with flu. Most of those are our elderly folks or our very young infants, because they don't get vaccinated right away. So this is just something that you need to take very seriously. You need to make sure you not only get vaccinated for you, but for everybody else that you come in contact with. And, of course, as you get older, after 65, you want to make sure you get your pneumonia shots too. Had a lady today that she and her husband usually do everything together, but he had gotten his second pneumonia shot at the doctor's office. So we had called to verify, because she said, sometimes we get things there, so we verified. He got his, but she did not get hers. But she had gotten her first pneumonia shot, and it's after 65, it's a 2-shot series. You get the Prevnar 13, then the Pneumovax 23. So we got her the Pneumovax 23 today, so she is up to date. We're going to fax her doctor so he can keep the vaccination records up to date, and she's ready to roll and trucking, and just a great time. One of my favorite things to do is really to give those vaccinations, because you have a chance to sit down and talk one-on-one with folks. And it's in a private setting. It's not out here in front of everybody. So you can, if you have something you need to get off your chest, or if you have something, a question that's private that you don't want the whole world to know about, that's the time to ask, because there's nobody back there except the vaccinator and yourself, and you can ask anything health care related, and we're going to give you our best answer on that. So just a great way of bonding with people and making sure that they understand how much we care about them being healthy.
We're going to Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max. You do the flu shot, you do pneumonia shot, and of course, as he said, they administer them here at the store in a private setting, so you're not out here in front of everybody. Not everybody can take a shot and take it, particularly grown-ups, like a grown-up should. Sometimes they get a little they go through different emotions because they don't like a needle, don't like whatever. But so it's a private setting. So you do flu shots, shingles vaccination. What else do you do?
Flu shots and pneumonia. Shingles has had a recent development. We've had Zostavax for a few years now, but there's a new vaccine that has just come out. It's not widely available yet. It's called Shingrix. What they have found out is that after 4 years after being vaccinated with Zostavax, the effectiveness of it for shingles was around the 50% area. And this new shot that's come out called Shingrix is a 2-shot series, whereas the Zostavax is live. The Shingrix is a dead vaccine, just like the flu shot. You get 1 shot now, and then you get another shot in 2 to 6 months. And after 4 years, the rate of effectiveness against shingles is over 90%. So it's a huge increase in effectiveness. And like we've talked about before, Tom, anybody that's had shingles will tell you that this is something that they want. There's been a lot of inquiries about that shot, whether it's available, whether insurance pays for it yet. Today was the first insurance that we got that actually did pay for it. So if you happen to have Blue Cross Medicare, that's one of the plans that I can tell you for certain. If you're a Medicare eligible, it's a $45 copay, and of course you're going to have 1 shot now and then another shot in 2 to 6 months, that 4-month window there. So that's something that you might want to take advantage of. And of course, if you, depending on where you are in donut hole land, that might affect whether you get it this year or next year. We also have all the hepatitis A, B, or A and B combined, which is called Twinrix. We've got Boostrix, which is the tetanus, diphtheria, and whooping cough. We have a lot of grandparents that come in because the parents have always been told that, if your parents are in town, they're going to have contact with the baby. They need to make sure they have that whooping cough vaccine so they don't pass it on to the baby, because that's one of the main ways that babies get whooping cough is from grandparents. So we're doing a lot of business in that regard. But pretty much, measles, mumps, and rubella. We had one of those the other day, the MMR shot. Rabies. We had a question last week about rabies shots, and that's a series as well. We have those, and typhoid. And a lot of these you may not think that you'll ever need, but then if you do any mission work or go on any trip to a foreign country, that's something you want to do. And the way we like to do it is look at the CDC website. They have a travel vaccine website, and tells you, you can pick the country that you're going to, and you can see what's recommended for that country. So in the past, we've had Japanese encephalitis. We have to special order that, but we can get it in. But generally speaking, it takes 2 weeks before vaccines kick in. So if you're going somewhere, you want to make sure that the series or the shot itself is given at least 2 weeks prior to your departure date so that you're completely covered. But bottom line is, if you need a vaccination, we want to be your vaccination destination. Come call us. You can call us on the phone. We can tell you whether it's available or not, and if it's not available, whether we can get it. So we'll do everything we can to make sure that you are as healthy and stay as healthy as possible.
Oklahoma, Georgia, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a great game. I'm pretty sure that Oklahoma hasn't seen a defense like Georgia's. I think Georgia. I think the first game against Auburn was very good for Georgia. I think they know what it's like to go into enemy territory and not come out with a victory. On the other hand, the Georgia Dome, even though it's a neutral field, it's kind of a home field advantage for Georgia. Athens isn't too far from Atlanta. On the other hand, Auburn's not too far from Atlanta either. So I think whatever team got the momentum on that one, the Dome would have probably turned in their favor. So, but I think I'm not sure Oklahoma has had that since early in the year when they went to Ohio State. Of course, they beat Ohio State at Ohio State. But I tell you, the chip that Baker Mayfield plays with on his shoulder, I think that may be the difference in this game. Georgia has a freshman quarterback. He has performed as well as you could expect, and they haven't really asked a lot of him. So, if it comes down to them having to win by throwing the ball, it might get interesting. But I tell you what, those running backs for Georgia and that offensive line is awesome, and I wouldn't want to line up and have to try to tackle either one of those boys. I tell you what, they are they're men out there. And I was watching yesterday, the great tradition of Georgia running backs. I don't actually watch. I watch highlight shows. But it looked like Gorley had a great game yesterday, one of those Georgia backs. And somebody the other day, it might have been the Heisman Trophy presentation itself, they were talking about Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
And Herschel's a little bit younger than I am. He's in a lot better shape. I mean, I love those Heisman commercials that Nissan puts out there, just because, it's impressive to see a man his age that is taking such great care of himself physically. I mean, it is just it's amazing. Even the other Heisman winners around that era are amazed at how well he has kept himself. So it's just an amazing tradition of running backs at Georgia, and I'm hoping for Georgia, but in fact, I'm hoping for an all-SEC final, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a no-SEC final.
Nick Chubb and Sony Michel, the two running backs he's referring to. Herschel Walker, I interviewed him way back in the day, and he was on the Kodak All-American football team when he was senior at Georgia. I don't know if he still does it back then. Of course, he went to the United States Football League, and he played for the Cowboys. Can't remember which came first, but at that point, he told me in the interview he did, again, that was when he was coming out of college. I don't know if he still does it, 1,000 push-ups and 1,000 sit-ups a day. And this guy, you're talking about rock solid, obviously, to be able to do that every day.
Yeah.
And so, the guy's, when we say ripped and buffed, that's an understatement. So Georgia's running backs, they got a great stable. They got another kid back there too, and I can't remember his name. Maybe last name maybe Douglas, maybe. But I know Nick Chubb and Sonny Michel take the bulk of the carries, and so should be a great football game. We're talking to Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. Okay, so we're giving away the Willow Tree Angel. If you'll set that up there and show it to the camera, show and tell. Those are free. Those are stick-up calendars for 2018. This one's free. He's going to be my vanner for just a second. Your phone rings off the hook. Yours rings more than I do. There's another calendar that's free to stop by and pick up. Here's one I always get, the Saturday Evening Post Norman Rockwell, and that's free too. Again, one per customer. And then if you don't like those and you want the traditional almanac calendar, you've got those here as well. So these are all complimentary at Max Medicine Mart. Always get my stash for 2018 as it is for this year, obviously, but I always get my stash every year. And if you plant with the signs and you want to know when you fish and when you hunt, all that, right here it is. And these are free while they last, and they typically go pretty quick, don't they?
They do. We usually receive them right around Thanksgiving, so they've been out for a while now. And we ran out the other day and had to send Cody upstairs because I couldn't find them down here, so to get another case up there. So he brought that down, and they're going great guns again. But yeah, the people that are used to those the almanac type calendars, they love those things, and we have devotees of each style there. We've got the ones that I just want the Norman Rockwell, so they'll come in and get that one, and the little planner books too. Folks love those things. It's easy to keep up with. We have some that, depending on what they're into, they'll come in and get 2 or 3 for different activities. If they're involved in sports with their kids, they'll do one for the sports and the kids. They'll do one for their own personal life, like the medical appointments and things like that. So it's those are just some of the things that we do in the appreciation of our patients. So this comes in a little book like that, and you can open it up. It's got enough room on there to write some notes and down, and also tells you little helpful hints about the calories on this one, and things you can do to cut down on calories if you're trying to do certain things. Here on July 4th, it talks of, it's a red letter, Independence Day, lets you know what all's going on. So these are just little things that we do in appreciation of the folks that come in here, our patients and friends and customers. So we just want to let folks know that we do appreciate them, and to make Tracks to Max, we'd love to be a part of your healthcare team.
We'll come back in a little while and talk some more.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we'll get you back in a little while and talk about Nature's Way, which is the supplement this month that's on sale at Max Medicine Mart. And, of course, Williams will come by in a few minutes to talk about some of the good food grocery items for Christmas, because 'tis the season. And where are we? Today is the 11th, so you're talking to shop. You got 13 days to get her done for Christmas.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, we'll talk to you in just a little while.
Talk to you in a little bit, Tom.
Yep, he's the man. Love coming over here again. We're live, as you can see, at the Tom Davis Sports Show. We're here again. I get Max Medicine Mart, make tracks to Max, and we appreciate him very, very much coming and talking and visiting with us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Before we go to the break, let's run down what we've got for the NBA, also the National Hockey League and men's college basketball from last night. First off, men's college hoops. Let's take a look and tell you what's happening there. Men's college basketball had a big upset last night. Top 25 comes out today, so you would have to assume that Kansas is going to drop like a rock. They lose last night, 95-85 to 16th-ranked Arizona State, who could be one of the better teams in the country. They're now 9-0. They beat Kansas 95-85. Fourth-ranked Villanova goes to 10-0 in the season. Nova beats LaSalle 77-68. 21st ranked Purdue with an 86-61 win over Indiana University at, the Jaguars, IUPUI. Again, 86-61 final. Purdue wins that one. They're now 10-2. And Gonzaga, the Bulldogs, go to 8-2 with a 27-point win over Washington, who now falls to 7-3. Bulldogs now 12-2. One game tonight involving top 25 college basketball. 14th ranked Minnesota. The Golden Gophers at 8-3 hosting Drake tonight. And that's your top 25 men's college basketball. We'll talk about the Lady Vols coming up here in just a second. Then you go to the NBA from yesterday. Who won there? NBA winners from yesterday. You had Toronto, 102-87 over Sacramento. Boston, the Celtics go 23-5. They win by 10 over Detroit. In Detroit, Indiana, 10-point winner in overtime over Denver at home. Also finals yesterday, Minnesota with a 5-point win over Dallas. It was New Orleans with a 7-point win over Philadelphia in New Orleans. And the New York Knickerbockers go 500 on the season. They're 500 at 13-13 with a 111-107 final win over the Atlanta Hawks last night at Madison Square Garden. Tonight, NBA, you've got Boston and Chicago to battle the Bulls. Houston playing host to New Orleans. Houston, one of the better teams in NBA at 20-4. You've got Miami at Memphis tonight. Memphis, baby. Oklahoma City hosting Charlotte. Portland at Golden State. Golden State, of course, the defending NBA world champions of professional basketball, home tonight to Portland, and Toronto will be in LA to battle the Clippers tonight in the NBA for this Monday, December the 11th. Then you look at the National Hockey League. Let's take a look at it real quick from yesterday. You had Chicago skating past Arizona 3-1. St. Louis, the Blues, go to 21-8. They skate past Buffalo 3-2. Toronto, a 1-0 skating winner past Edmonton. And it was Minnesota going into the Shark Tank and skating past San Jose 4-3 the final there. Tonight and today, it's all under the lights tonight. Dallas skates in New York against the Rangers. Penguins at home against Colorado. Washington skates in New York against the Islanders. Detroit hosting Florida. Vancouver, the Canucks in Winnipeg against the Jets. And Carolina skates at Anaheim. Your top 5 teams starting the week in the Eastern Conference, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Colorado, the Boston Bruins, and New Jersey. Top 5 teams in the Western Conference, the St. Louis Blues, Los Angeles, Nashville, the Predators at 18-7, the Vegas Golden Knights, and Winnipeg, your top 5 in the Western Conference. And again, the Predators don't skate again until Wednesday. They'll be in Vancouver skating against the Canucks. And so that's your National Hockey League. And your top 3 teams right now, record-wise, in the NHL: Tampa Bay at 21-6, St. Louis at 21-8, and the LA Kings at 20-8 are your 3 best teams right now in the National Hockey League. And that's a look there at what's happening in the men's college basketball, the NBA, and the National Hockey League. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at the Lady Vols. Got a big win yesterday. Lady Bucks lose. The guys do well. We'll tell you all about local college basketball coming up next. And then also we'll take a look at, what else we got going on? Major League Baseball. A couple of guys heading into the Hall of Fame. We'll tell you about that. One of them got their start right here in the Appalachian League. We'll tell you about that coming up next year as we're live at Mike's Medicine Mart. Don't forget to like and comment the show. You can win this here today. You say, well, I'm out of town. That's okay. We'll ship it to you. If you win it and you're out of town, if you're John Hayes in Hickory, North Carolina, or if you are Vicky Shamlin in Cross Lanes, West Virginia, or if you are wherever you are, whoever you are watching the show in town or out of town, if you win this today, all you got to do to win it is to, as we said, to say, as Becky tells us, our marketing lady, to like and comment on the broadcast to win. We'll draw it at the end of the broadcast, and somebody locally or out of town is going to win this Willow Tree Angel. It's a $22 value, and if you're not a Willow Tree Angel fan, it'd be a great, you can re-gift it, send it on, but either way, somebody's going to win this today. Might as well be you. So like and comment on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page, and good luck, because we're going to give it to somebody later on today. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look, as we said, at some local college basketball, and also we will check in with some Major League Baseball. Coming up top of the hour, Mike Hedrick joins us. We're talking NASCAR in about 19 minutes here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live from Mike's Medicine Mart on this Monday, December the 11th, show number 651.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
This holiday season, those of us at Phil's Dream Pit here would like to make it easy for you to entertain your guests and visitors with our Dream Packs to go. We have pork, chicken, or brisket, and the sides. All Dream Packs come with 3 sides, the buns or toast, and the sauce. We can do these value packs from anywhere from 4 up to 50 to 100 people, just depending on how many you have to feed. Call about the Dream Packs to go at Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard. We've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live again, and Becky said, keep on keeping on because you're liking and commenting. Again, I want to tell you, if you win this, if you're out of town, we'll mail this to you. So if you say, well, gosh, I'm listening and I'm watching in West Virginia, I'm watching in Florida, I'm watching wherever, if you win this, we'll ship it to you. I'll mail it to you. I'll pay for the mailing, and we'll put it in the mail and send this to you. $22 value, Willow Tree Angel called Magnolia. So like and comment the show, be entered to win. And so in town, out of town, matters not. We'll send it to you. Make sure you get it here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And we appreciate all the interest so far. And so let me go ahead and do another show and tell here real quick. Let's see if I can do this without dropping it. This is really cool. This is the $29.99. This is awesome. See if I can. William, you're on deck in about 5 minutes, Bubba. So, in fact, I'm going to let William do this when he comes back. But here is the show and tell. This is the Amish Country gift box. Again, with the bow, and here it is. All you got to do is really tape it down if you don't want to wrap it. And so, Amish butter, Amish Country, got smoked cheddar, hot pepper, pasteurized processed cheese, jalapeno cheddar. You got the Breton. That would be the gluten-free herb and garlic cheese spread. You've got caramel dip in here. You've got fudge. You've got a little snowman that comes along with it. So very, very nice. This is a stocking stuffer treat, marshmallow munchie. All this available again here on this very nicely decorated and very, as you say, $29.99. Got these all day long here again at Max Medicine Mart. Plus the calendars. Come and get you some free calendars while they last. You've got the, as we said, we got the planner. Here is the almanac type calendar. So it tells you sunrises, sunsets, also planning by the signs, Also, when the sun comes up, when the sun sets, and also for fishing. And also at the bottom is the weather forecast for January, or for each month. It's broken down by the days. So the almanac calendar, if that one doesn't suit your fancy, these are free, by the way. These are compliments of Mike's Medicine Mart. If that one doesn't flip your trigger, then here's the old Norman Rockwell. Love me some Norman Rockwell. Let's see what January is, as a matter of fact. It's called Welcome to Elmville. Set less and move more. This is a Norman Rockwell picture for the month of January. Let's just flip through here and see what. Here's April. Allergy or cold, how do you know? So I love Norman Rockwell paintings or prints. Anyway, that's free and complimentary here again at Mike's Medicine Mart while they last. The 2018 calendars. All right, let's take a look at college basketball, men's college ball. First off, yesterday at Freedom Hall in Johnson City, East Tennessee State, Bo Hodges scored 18 points in 10 minutes as the Bucks defeat Hiwassee 94-48 in a non-conference game at Freedom Hall. Bucks now 6-3. They won 4 in a row. East Tennessee State blows out Hiwassee. They're supposed to. 94-48. Big win yesterday for over 3,700 fans again at Freedom Hall in Johnson City. Also, from yesterday, I see a crowd, 33-21. They're averaging 3,200 fans per game, which is the best in the Southern Conference right now. Lady Vols, Jamie Narrett and Mercedes Russell double-doubles as number 11 Tennessee upsets number 2 Texas in a physical matchup of unbeaten teams in Knoxville yesterday. Texas 7-1, the highest-ranked team Tennessee has defeated in Holly Warlick's 6 seasons as coach. Lady Vols closed the 2016-17 season by winning at Mississippi State, but they won yesterday, defeating number 2 Texas 82-75. The Lady Longhorns lose at Thompson Bowling Arena. Tennessee made a statement in front of the crowd that included members of the Lady Vols 1987, 1997, and 2007 national championship teams who were honored at a halftime ceremony. And so the Lady Vols with a big win yesterday, again at home, and that was a statement game that they needed to have, and they did it. And so big win again for, as we said, the Lady Vols from yesterday in women's college basketball. Back to the men. Virginia Tech, the Hokies run their mark to 9-1 of the season. They defeat Maryland Eastern Shore 93-40. Blew them out by, you can do the math, 53 points yesterday. Big win for the Hokies at 9-1. They are on the season. Played that game in front of 6,500 folks, and so a big win for the Hokies in Blacksburg yesterday. And the Lady Hokies, they run their mark to 9-2. They defeated Chattanooga's Lady Mocs 64-44 in women's college basketball. High school basketball tonight. Who's playing where? Let's run it down for you. It is today on the boys' side, Cherokee at Cock County, Hampton at Unicoi County, Happy Valley plays at Unaka, Providence Academy at Sullivan North, and Tennessee High will be at the Dickey Warren Dome to take on the Sullivan Central Cougars tonight in boys high school basketball. On the girls' side, Happy Valley Unaka, Providence Academy at Sullivan North, Sullivan Central's ladies play at Daniel Boone tonight, and in Kentucky, Thomas Walker at Barberville, Kentucky. And that's what's going on there on this Monday, December the 11th. Boys and girls high school basketball here in the great state of Tennessee. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll bring in William Yarber up yet to come. We'll talk some NASCAR with Mike Hedrick coming up next. We'll also talk Major League Baseball. A couple of guys voted into the Baseball Hall of Fame over the weekend. And also, let's run down the first of 422 college football games, the bowl games. And so we got the first 5 coming up on Saturday. The only one that really matters is coming up at 4:30. We'll tell you about that in just a second. Chronologically, 1 o'clock, the R plus L Carrier New Orleans Bowl, Troy against North Texas. That's at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Also at 2:30, the Auto Nation Cure Bowl, Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers taking on Georgia State. The Las Vegas Bowl on Saturday, Boise State and Oregon at 3:30. The 8 o'clock game on Saturday night, Middle Tennessee State, the Blue Raiders, taking on Arkansas State on the Raycom Media Camellia Bowl in Alabama. But the one that really matters, and the only one that matters, because it would be involving the lads from Huntington, West Virginia. We are Marshall. The Gildan, New Mexico Bowl, Colorado State and Marshall at 4:30 on Saturday. That'll be televised on ESPN. So that's what's going on there. That's the only one that matters on Saturday is the Thundering Herd. The rest of them are just anticlimactic. My alma mater, go Herd. And so we'll talk about them a little bit later on tomorrow as they get ready to travel down to battle Colorado State. And they're playing that one, where did I say, New Mexico? Is that correct? the Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. Yep, in Albuquerque, Colorado State and Marshall, 4:30 on Saturday for the Thundering Herd of Doc Holliday. Quick break. We'll have William Yarber in next, talking some more goodies here at Max Medicine Mart. We're live here again on this Monday. Tomorrow we'll be at Phil's Dream Pit. And then coming up on Wednesday, we'll be at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thursday at Champion Chevrolet. And Friday we'll be at Food City in Blumpville on the Food City Friday at Steve's Place again at Food City in Blumpville. Don't forget, coming up this coming Wednesday here at Max Medicine Mart, ho, 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 Santa Claus coming here from 2 till 6 on Wednesday with the photo booth set up to have your picture made. And so maybe I can sit on one knee and maybe Barry Walton will sit on the other knee and we'll have our picture taken together with Santa. Probably not. It sounds good, but probably not. William Yarber, then coming up, Mike Hedrick at the top of the hour next year, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Max Medicine Mart. Again, there's Dr. Barry Walton behind us. Also Phil and Barbara McManus, and then also behind us the other pharmacist, Kevin Smith. And that's the backdrop here at Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max, and you do. And we'll take a break. We'll be right back. And William Yarber's in the house next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here. With the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's get him up and ready to roll on the camera. William Yarber from the Good Food Grocery coming up. We'll still on NASCAR. We'll check in with our buddy. Of course, that would be Mike Hedrick coming up here in a few minutes. But there is William Yarber. Good afternoon, or actually still good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today, Tom?
Doing fantastic. Awesome. You're my show and tell guy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and hand you this right here.
Okay.
This is show and tell number 1. Look into the camera and tell them about this great product.
All right. So, what we've got here is little sample size of all the different kinds of popcorn that we sell here in the Amish brand. And there's also, your butter flavor, and then there's also like a ballpark style salt to go with it too. So these are really great. It's a great way you can kind of try them all before you get the giant bag. But a lot of people like this. It's a great gift. Holiday times around, sitting watching movies and things. So
Sure.
have
Ball
some
games.
Amish popcorn, ball games, everything. So yeah, these are really popular this time of year, and they're really popular all the time.
And the price point is less than $20.
Yeah.
Here you go. Look right there. $18. If you can see it, $18 and wait a minute. There you go. $18.39. All right.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah,
Now grab that big guy over there.
Yeah, this
is
big
really
thing here.
neat. This is the Whirly Pop.
Yeah, the Whirly Pop. Yeah. So this is, you have your stovetop version, so you don't have to use a microwave, and you've kind of got a similar setup here. You have your butter flavor, and then also 2 samples of the different kinds of popcorn we have here. This one has the medium and then the purple too. So this is a great gift idea as well, and still pretty low on the price. It's $29.99, so it's a great last minute gift for the popcorn lover in the family.
It's easy to wrap up because that box is already, it's ready to go. Just wrap it in paper and slap a bow on it and ready to go.
Yeah.
I like to do the minimum wrapping.
Yeah, that's always a
wrapper.
plus.
So there you go. All right. Let's do one more here. Let's do this one right here. This is a mug and coaster set, and this retails for less than $15.
Yeah.
Show and tell that one, would you please?
Oh, that's another great thing. We love the holiday season. We get lots of cool little gift ideas in the store. So this one is just mug and coaster set. Great for the coffee or tea lover in the family. So it's just awesome little things set up. And this one is Cardinals. I think we have a few different styles here too. So also a great gift idea. And it's a stone coaster too. It's not the little cork thing. So that's
it's the real
deal.
deal.
Yeah, last a lifetime.
Okay, put that right back here, and then here is, again, let's get a little closer. Here's the Willow Tree Angel that we're giving away today. All you have to do is like and comment the show, and you have been, and we appreciate that very, very much. So like it and comment it. You say, well, I live out of town, I'm watching the show, and I know we got folks in Hickory, North Carolina, in West Virginia, Myrtle Beach, wherever you are. We'll send it. We'll get your address if you want when you win this, and we'll mail it to you because it comes in said box. We're not going to just wrap it up in plastic and bubble wrap and send it.
Yeah.
It comes in a neat package, and there you see the price point on it, $22. We're giving it away free. There it is, the Willow Tree Angel. And you guys sell a ton of those, don't you?
Oh yeah, we do. It's a very cool thing. We have a huge selection of them too. Like me and Karen was counting them the other day, and we said enough. We have a ton. We'll just say we have a ton of them.
We have a ton of different ones.
Yeah.
All right. William Yarber with us from Mike's Smith Mart, the Good Food Groceries. So now you've got your show and tell.
I do.
What have you got? Let's show us what you've got, my friend.
Well, this month we're doing 20% off of Nature's Way products, and this first one here is their Calm Aid. So this is a great thing for holiday stress. It's encapsulated lavender oil, so it's a non-drowsy way to just soothe and ease stress through the holiday season, or any time really. Like I said, it's non-drowsy. You can use it any time of day, and the ingredient list is simple. It is just encapsulated lavender oil. So lavender's been used for centuries just for calming agents, lots of different things, but it is most popular for stress and sleep.
There you go.
So great product by
off.
Nature's Way. There are lots of people that really love that stuff.
And the price point on this is?
I'd have to scan it.
Scan it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 20% off. We know that.
Yeah,
so.
they're 20% off. And
Number
then
2.
Yeah, this is the Sambucus for kids. So this is elderberry extract, and the great use with this is this time of year, it helps the immune system boost higher, and then it's also great for flu symptoms. So if you're coming down with something or already got something, this is the way to go. We have lots of different formulas. This is the kids version. We have an organic, have an adult. We have a sugar-free version. So we have a version for everybody. And the other ingredients in it is echinacea, which has also been used for centuries for its immune boosting purposes. But this is some great stuff. We have some parents that really come in and love that.
That's for the little people.
Yeah, and that's also 20% off this month.
Elderberry flavored. All right.
Yeah.
Up next.
Another Nature's Way product. This is kind of similar to the Sambucus, but it is the Umka Cold Care. What makes that a little different is they actually have a more standardized concentrated elderberry extract with this. And this is included in our 20% off, but we also have Nature's Way coupons with these that you can buy 2 of any of the Umka products, which we have 7 different ones to choose from, and you get a $5 off coupon to go with your 2, and you still get 20% off. So it's it's a great deal. It's a great way to try it. Like I said, we have 7 different kinds. They do hot fizzies for sore throat. They also do the drops that I have here for immune system boosting, and then they also do little chewable tablets too. That's really great to just just boost the immune system, keep the bugs away. So I've got one more. This is actually a little gift set from Badger Balm. And they do these in the holidays. And I love when they do this because they sell really well. You have 6 different sample packs in here. There's the little tins. And as you can see, there's a cuticle care, a sleep balm, hardworking hands, foot balm, chest rub, and a muscle rub. So they've kind of got all the bases covered in this. It's a great way to try all their products. They have wonderful products. We do really well with the whole entire Badger line of products. So yeah, that's
retail price for that is?
I don't know.
Scan it.
Check the tag.
Scan it.
Yeah, I've scanned
That's
it.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a great little gift idea. Like you're saying, easy to wrap. You can just roll some paper around it and stick it under the tree.
Yeah, I wrap my stuff in newspapers, so that's not a problem. So there you go. Body care. This is Badger blends are made from powerfully pure combinations of fresh, whole botanicals brimming with life force. No synthetics, no parabens, GMOs, harsh chemicals, or any other nasty stuff ever. And so 100% natural and certified organic ingredients with a soothing base of extra virgin olive oil and beeswax. And so these are American made. They are made in New Hampshire. Badger Company. Badger Balm for hardworking hands. That's the top one. The second row is for cuticle care and sleep balm. Lavender, you go back to lavender. You mentioned earlier. Lavender, part of the sleep balm for Badger. Then the Badger muscle rub. The Badger on the bottom, the aromatic chest rub. Here is the foot balm. There's the muscle rub. I don't know if I'm even on screen. On the camera. There you go. And so, anyway, he did a better job than I did. William Yarber telling us about this, and this is a little gift pack, and this will be really cool for a teacher, anybody that, co-worker, Sunday school teacher, you name the reason, office party, you want to give something that's a practical gift, give that right there. And
they also do like the little tins that we sell individually too, so that's great stocking stuffer ideas.
Cool stuff.
Another cool thing,
All right, now off the top. Oh, go ahead and show and tell this, would you please? This is for $19.99. There's 3 different sizes. This is the mid-range one, and this is the snowman basket. Tell me about this one.
Cool, Karen's been making some really cool baskets in the back, throwing some favorites from around the store together. So that's a great way you can come in and just try a few things. They have some of the Amish Rice Krispie treats in there, and then some Russell Stover's items, and then some little holiday decoration stuff in there as well. So you kind of get a little taste of everything. So it's really cool. And we've got lots of different sizes of packs, and there's like the food ones that you were showing earlier with the Brenton crackers and the Amish popcorn. So there's some varieties there.
Yep. In fact, you do this better than I do. Swap you. Here's another gift pack. Here's the thing, Max, these are gift packs. So these are ready to go. You just put a bow on them, and bow's even on that one.
Bow's already on that one. Yeah.
This is for $30, and this thing's full of goodies. Tell them about it.
So you've got a little Christmas decoration in there. Then you've got some of their Amish jam, stocking stuffer treats, which is a Rice Krispie treat with chocolate and peppermint candy crunched, Brenton gluten-free crackers, and you got the cheese and the jalapeno cheddar smoked sausage to go with the crackers. And there's also a little container of fudge in there, so you kind of get a taste of all the great stuff we got here. And this stuff's really been taking off.
$29.99, already boxed up, ready to go. So conveniently boxed for you. And of course, we showed you the calendars earlier, so we're talking to William Yarber. Nature's Way, 20% off. We talked about that, but I want to talk before you close. We mentioned the mugs and the coasters here, but inside the mugs, you have all kinds of tea: herbal tea, green tea, black tea, coffee and cocoa. Tell me about it here, Max.
Yeah, I mean, we have a tea for pretty much anything you want. If you just want for flavor, or if you're looking for a function behind your tea. A lot of our companies do great jobs doing detoxification teas for gas and bloating. So I mean, you name it, there's a tea for it that we have here. So it's great selection. I don't remember what the number we quoted before was. I know it's over 200 different kinds of tea. So we more than likely have any tea you want.
Yep. And cocoa.
Cocoa, yeah, we got some great cocoa products that are natural that hasn't been used with anti-caking agents that could cause some allergy problems, and there are also some unsweetened. So add your own sweetener or go sugar-free. So we have pretty much any selection you need.
Yep. What's been the hot seller right now before we close here? We're going to take a break. We got NASCAR coming up next. What has been the big seller come out of Good Food Grocery so far this Christmas season?
Well, speaking of teas, the teas really. They're great for this weather, but they're also great gift ideas. Republic of Tea has those nice little canisters that easy to wrap up. People even use them as stocking stuffers. There's little cylinders. So we've got lots of customers that are coming in just getting teas for everybody.
There you go.
It's a great gift.
Oh, yes. It's going to be down to the teens tomorrow night. Going to warm back up, but still, 'tis the season. And, of course, you sell tea year-round, not just cold weather.
Yeah. We have some summer blends. So, yeah, we've got all the seasons covered for tea.
There you go. great job, my friend. I'm
Thank you.
trying to get you back on here again before we get off the air.
Sure.
If you can. I know you're busy, but superb job. And again, tell them one more time who's coming here Wednesday from 2 to 6.
Santa's going to be at Max. Yeah, Santa's making tracks to Max on Wednesday the 13th, so that's going to be a really fun day.
There'll be a photo booth set up to have your picture made with Santa.
Yeah, photo booth and all. So
Wonder if I can get a pic. Wonder if Barry would sit on one knee. He's over gritted. He heard me. Santa Claus has me on one knee and Barry on the other. And said, "Boys, what do you want for Christmas?" So
I'll have to ask for an extra copy of that photo.
I'm crazy enough. I'd do it if he'd do it. I don't care. So anyway, good stuff. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
Superb job. I'll talk to you in a little while. All right.
All right, sounds good.
Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go to Northern Virginia talking NASCAR here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
This holiday season, those of us at Phil's Dream Pit here would like to make it easy for you to entertain your guests and visitors with our Dream Packs to go. We have pork, chicken, or brisket, and the sides. All Dream Packs come with 3 sides, the buns or toast, and the sauce. We can do these value packs from anywhere from 4 up to 50 to 100 people, just depending on how many you have to feed. Call about the Dream Packs to go at Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard. We've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
We're back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and so we do want to say thank you because on the camera, let's get this pulled up here. We can get into the, check this out. This is, here is on the camera. All the folks have already called in and shared this, so this is good. And they keep coming, and they're still calling and getting on the Facebook page, and we appreciate that very, very much. We're going to give somebody a $22 Willow Tree Angel figurine called Magnolia, and we're going to do that coming up here before the end of the show. Right now, we want to go to the phone to Northern Virginia. He's there, our buddy, again, let's get him on. That would be our dear buddy, Mike Hedrick. Here it is on the phone, Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR Fans Reporter. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the show.
Hey, great to be on. We're up here in Northern Virginia. We weathered our little bit of snow. Wound up being a little bit of snow on the grass yesterday, but I'm looking out there. It's all melted away right now. And, hey, 69 days to the Daytona 500. We're going to be racing soon there, Big Tom.
I love it. 69 to the Daytona 500. And so let's talk. A guy did it right over the weekend. He got married, which is what we want, to get married. And instead of living with him, he got married. Tell us about that, my friend.
Yeah, everybody, Austin Dillon got married, and it's really nice because I think we're seeing too big of a trend in NASCAR of drivers with girlfriends, and then next thing you know, they're girlfriends and they're having children and all that kind of stuff. So it was really good to see him put a ring on that, and I think she was a former NFL cheerleader. She's a little tall, but they make a absolutely handsome couple, they do.
Yeah, Whitney Ward, former NFL cheerleader, and Austin Dillon tied the knot at Childress Vineyards in Lexington, North Carolina over the weekend. So she is officially Mrs. Dillon, and that's good. And so congrats to the happy couple. And so they're now hitched up and married, as they say back home. So very good. All right, and then we got to know the very latest, because you got your ear to the ground. What is going on with Kurt Busch? Is he going to sign or is he not going to sign? Is it going to be Kenseth? I mean, we're getting closer, as you said, 69 days away to the 500. It'll be sooner than that for the drivers to be testing and getting ready. So they got to make a decision. You think Kurt's going to be there in 2018? What do you think?
Well, this is how last minute this is. I'd already gone through. I was working on my notes for today. I was trying to find out who drivers are available out there, still looking for a ride, what cars are available, and I actually had this one still penciled in there until I looked, and there was a tweet from a gentleman named Adam Stern. Now, he writes for Sports Business Journal, and evidently he's in the know because he says that he's expecting that Stewart-Haas Racing is expected to announce very early this week that they will re-sign Kurt Busch to drive the number 41. Aren't any details right now. Finally, a lot of people are probably saying this is real late in the season to get this done. We're not hearing anything about what the sponsors are right now. But, yeah, that does lock old Kurt back into that car, and that's a good car. That's a good car. That's a championship team. He's a championship driver, so I think he wants to be there. I'm not sure what kind of deal he may or may not have had to make to be there, but he wants to be on a team like that to have a shot at that championship.
We're talking to Mike Hedrick on the phone. You see our buddy from Northern Virginia. He's with us twice a week, and he does a phenomenal job, and so we're very blessed to have him and the talents he brings to the show talking about NASCAR. Silly season, I guess, folks out there, that the Landon Castles, the Michael McDowells, the Danica Patricks, the Matt Kenseths, these folks are, unless something really pops open pretty quick, they're not going to be on the scene in 2018. Is that a fair statement?
A pretty fair statement. We've heard that Danica, we thought that she was going to run the Daytona 500. The deal with Chip Ganassi actually didn't work out. We know that Matt Kenseth has no plans to drive in 2018. I did a little bit of research this morning, just trying to find out anything I could, even on Carl Edwards. The very last thing I could find was back in October. He still said he had no plans. So right now I see three pretty good Cup drivers, like you said, Landon Castle, Michael McDowell, and David Reagan, still looking for rides. But there actually are a handful of cars that are out there right now. The 34 and the 38 of Front Row Motorsports, they're both looking for cars. The 27 to RCR, we're hearing rumors that that's going to be filled in by Brennan Poole, but we haven't heard anything on there. We know that the 23 of BK Racing is still open, and that team is the Burger King Racing actually has a new partner owner that's stepping in with some money and maybe a little bit different direction. And then there's the number 15 Premium Motorsports. Now, they haven't announced a driver, but in doing a little bit of my homework, I did find out that they have paid for and they have bought a charter for this year, which means they're going to be locked in to all of the races without having to qualify in. And that's usually charter something that's good to attract a big name, although we're not really seeing any big names out there. But you know what? There could be one of these great Xfinity drivers that's going to get the last-minute call, because we know that there's just an amazing pool of drivers, whether it's Xfinity, whether it's the Cup, or whether it's even the Truck Series, that are great, that are hungry, and that are looking for a ride.
We're talking to Mike Hedrick on the phone again, Northern Virginia, our NASCAR fans reporter. We have him on twice a week. We kind of touched on this Friday. We didn't really hit it hard, but the significance of Richard Petty Motorsports switching to Chevrolet and teaming up with Richard Childress Racing. I read over the weekend, we talked about it a little bit on Friday at Food City, but that is really a big deal. I mean, this guy's the icon. He's the king of the sport, Richard Petty, and switching and going to Chevrolet. What kind of ripple effect will that have on NASCAR, and what kind of ripple effect will these two teams partnering up, Richard Petty Motorsports and Richard Childress Racing?
Well, it shows a couple of great things. One, it just shows the tenacity of Richard Petty, wanting to stay in the sport, willing to move around, willing to buy, sell, get drivers, get sponsors, make moves. He's going to sell. He's going to do whatever he needs to. We know that he actually sold his big shop and garage and all that kind of stuff to kind of trim down money. So they have an extra spot over there at Richard Childress. So that's a great spot. And I like I said, we were talking the other day off the phone, was that when you're pairing up that number 43 and that number 3 in the same garage. Now, granted, they're still on different teams and they're going to be really competitive. That just just means so much for the sport that those numbers are still viable. It's not like that they're still floating around and they don't have a shot. No, these are good cars. They're good teams. They've got charters. They've got great drivers. We know that Darrell Wallace is going to be behind that iconic number 43. I think it's going to surprise people. I think he's going to be very good in that seat. That's a solid car, and I think the partnership moving over to Chevy, I think it's just going to. I think it's going to add to them. I think it's just going to add some strength to Richard Petty, give them some stability, and you know what? May even just add a little bit of excitement over there in the garage with Bubba Wallace over there, because we know how exciting he can be.
Absolutely. We're talking to Mike Hedrick. Before we get into the sales for the fans, I do want to say we were last night at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Speedway and Lights. The Pinnacle Speedway and Lights powered by TVA had a blast. Down inside the infield, where normally have the car haulers during race week, there is a carnival of sorts. They have, they have the Pepper Patch, which is like, the Tilt-A-Whirl, I guess. Well, you know that from a carnival ride. They had the bumper cars, the merry-go-round, a pirate ship. They got a House of Mirrors. They got a couple of open fireplaces that are where you can buy marshmallows and sticks and marshmallows and roast marshmallows on an open fire. They got all kinds of cool stuff, got all kinds of cool food. So a 4.5-mile loop through the Speedway Dragway property at Bristol Motor Speedway. They've got some new attractions this year, the Race to Space, so it's all good. And so if you can take that in between now and January the 7th, you should do that. It's open every night from 6 till 10. Saw a guy up there last night, Mike. I'm telling you, I'm thinking, this guy's on planet Mars. He's up there. It's 28 degrees, and we're all bundled up, the girls and I. He's out there with a tank top on and some shorts and a toboggan. He said, man, I'm warm. I got a toboggan on my head. I said, aren't you cold? He said, no, man, I got a toboggan on my head. He's got a tank top and shorts on and tennis shoes. And I'm thinking, this guy is a different bird. Tough bird, but a different bird. So you'll see all kinds of Bristol Motor Speedway, but the bottom line is it's a place for fun. You're raising money for the kids. They, as always, have done a yeoman's job getting this place ready to go. And so it's 6 to 10 every night at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's the 21st annual Pinnacle Speedway and Lights powered by TVA, and it's a fun night. So I wanted to be sure and squeeze that in there. We shot some video and put it on our Facebook page so you can kind of see. It doesn't really do it justice, but I got down inside the Speedway there in the infield and kind of did a 360 panoramic of my cell phone camera, and it kind of gives you doesn't really do a true test of how good it is because the camera's not that hot. But anyway, it's a fun time, and then outside the property is a skating rink. You can get out there and do an ice skating rink. So great place to go for the holidays all the way through early January at Bristol Motor Speedway. Mike Hedrick's with us twice a week, or not twice a week, twice a year, and twice a week on the show, but twice a year he comes to Bristol, and it's not that far away from racing at Bristol Motor Speedway in April. It'll be here before you know it. But as you said, 69 days away from the Daytona 500. Mike, all this shifting around, all these team changes, is there a learning curve when you're switching drivers, switching sponsors, switching crew members? Does it take a while for everybody to kind of let the dust settle and kind of get acclimated one to another? Can they just kind of walk right in, flip the switch, and get ready for the new year?
Well, you would think nowadays that everybody's a professional, and that you are going to be able to just kind of plug and play. But I think there's going to be a little bit of people, getting to learn each other, getting to new systems, especially if you're a team that's moving over to a different manufacturer. I think there's a little bit of that. But everybody has one goal. I don't care whether you're a driver, an owner, a crew chief, a tire changer, the guy that cleans up and paints the lug nuts. You want to win a championship, and I think when everybody has that focus, it just makes walking in a new garage or a new organization or a new team, you just have that one singular focus. And I think if they do that, they're going to be okay. I think a lot of I don't think we're hearing as many of the prima donna attitudes that we had. Well, maybe we still do, but not as much as we have in the past. So I think we're going to see a lot of teams jump on and move really good right from the start. We saw Stuart Haas do that when they moved over to Ford. They came right out of the gate gunning. So yeah, that was fantastic. Hey, on a side note, back to that the lights that you guys are at. I was watching that last night, and that's so fantastic what Bristol does and all of the other tracks, because that all raises money up for Speedway's children's charities. And this weekend here, they've just announced that between all of the different tracks, Bristol, Atlanta, and Charlotte, and Kentucky, and Las Vegas, and New Hampshire, and Sonoma, and Texas, all their sister tracks, $3.2 million that they're going to be able to give back to their individual local communities. And so that's just fantastic, and bravo to everything that they do.
Absolutely. And of course, here in our neck of the woods, I mean, it's been stated before that some of these nonprofit children organizations, without the money from Bristol Motor Speedway and Speedway Children's Charities, they go out of business. They just couldn't do it because of the budget constraints. So you really are helping the kids in our region, making a difference. And so I know Claudia last month doled out checks up to $850,000 to different agencies around Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. So it is very, very important. What was really cool last night, Mike, we got there. It starts at 6. We've got it there about 22. And of course, you're waiting in line already to get into the place. But I was looking at license plates. There was South Carolina, just right around where I was parked in line. South Carolina, Kentucky, Virginia. There was a West Virginia tag. Of course, lots of Tennessee. So this is an attraction. Brings men from all over. I think they've told me 6 or 7 states consistently are there to come in and see the lights. So it's a really cool thing. I learned a lot of the folks here in our neck of the woods go, and then I know some have never been there. So it's really neat. Against the 21st annual the Pinnacle Speedway and Lights powered by TVA at Bristol Motor Speedway and Dragway. You got to take it in. And you say, well, I was there 2 years ago. It's the same old, same old. It is not. It's changed. I was there last night, and so it's not the same. They've tweaked it and changed it up a little bit and added some new attractions. So you got to take that in if you can, but between now and early January of next year. 69 days to the Daytona 500. Again, if you have a NASCAR fan on your shopping list, you're going to tell me in closing some sales for fans. Tell me about it.
Well, I think right now every NASCAR fan should be shopping and trying to shop something NASCAR for your buddies and your wife and your kids. Right now, we know a lot of the racetracks, especially Bristol Motor Speedway. You can go to bristoltix.com. They've got a lot of packages that they can still offer when you sign up. But racingelectronics.com, you can get your scanners and your headphones. They're having a lot of sales right around the Christmas time, so it might be a good time to get your wife or your kids. Just taking more kids there to get them some ear suppression stuff or some scanners and that kind of stuff. And if you collect die-cast or you have helmets or you got real good collectibles, you can go over to the JeffHammondStore.com and they'll make all those kinds of things with the plexiglass and all that kind of stuff. Hey, I got one last story, Tom. We were talking last week about Jimmy Johnson, how they were buckling down, him and Chad Canals. We're looking for the keys to their success. So that's, and I found out the keys are in his beard. So they think that the keys just fell in his beard, so they're going to try to shave off Jimmy Johnson's beard here in the off season, find the keys to success, and get back on the right track. But I can't confirm that one, though, Tom.
Facial hair is the reason why I didn't do so good, is what you're telling me?
You just lost the keys. The keys, they got lost in the big old beard.
There you go. Lost in the beard. Hey, man, great report. I'll talk to you Friday again, all right?
All right, Merry Christmas, everybody, and God bless everybody. Really good.
Screen taters.
Green taters, woohoo!
Woo-hoo. There's my man Mike Hedrick. Great job again from Northern Virginia giving us the NASCAR update here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live again at Mike's Medicine Mart. Again, you've got about 35 minutes to like and comment on the show. We've already got you can see right here, we've got a bucket full of entries. Yeah, if I tip them, it doesn't really do it justice, but we got all these. There you go. Let's do that. All these folks like yourself have liked and comment on the show. You still have about, we're going to give it away right before the top of the hour before the show's over. So you still have a chance to like and comment. We're going to give away this right here, this $22 Willow Tree Angel figurine. You say, I don't like Willow Tree Angels, never had one. Okay. Well, if you don't like it, you can still win it. And I don't know why you wouldn't like it, because they're awesome. And we'll bring it, give it to you in the box. There's the value on it, $22. It's called Magnolia. And we will ship it to you if you win it, if you're out of state. If you're local, we'll make arrangements for you to come by and pick it up, or we can get it to you depending on where you are. So you have about 35 minutes left to like and comment on the show, and we're going to put that in somebody's hand before we get out of here today. Also, before we go to the break, we're going to come back and talk Major League Baseball. 2 more have been put into the Baseball Hall of Fame next year in Cooperstown, New York. Cash for Christmas. Here we go. Again, between now and this Thursday, every time you share or retweet our show, we put you with a share retweet equals 1 entry. See right there. There is no limit on the number of entries you can make. And somebody, coming up on Friday, we're going to pull a name out of the hat, and somebody's going to win $100 cash and some other multiple prize winners simply because you shared or retweeted the show. It's been a big success. We're going to do that again in 2018. Early on, probably for Valentine's Day or something along those lines. So we're very pleased with the response we've had, and thank you for doing it. I got some today. Sheila Stamper, that's a brand new one. Chris Myers, there's a young lady. I'll go when we go to the break. I'll pull her name up and tell you who she is. Renee McNeil and Elizabeth has been wearing it out. That's good. Liking and sharing our show. And then another young lady, Morehouse, maybe Tricia Morehouse. Maybe that's her name. I have to double check. Or Tricia Newhouse. I'll check and see her in the break, but she has been wearing it out. So there's several in the running to win this $100 coming up on Friday. We'll announce the winner. We'll be at Food City in Bluntville on a Food City Friday. Quick break. We'll be right back. We will take a look at Major League Baseball. The baseball writers have voted in 2 more into the Baseball Hall of Fame, and one of those guys got his start right here in the Tri-Cities in the Appalachian League. We'll tell you who that is coming up next year as we're show number 651 live from Mike's Medicine Mart on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here are the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance. We follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
The 2018 Cow Calendar in now for a limited time at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. A 20th anniversary retrospective titled Steers of Yesteryear, including a card with a wide range of free food offerings across the Chick-fil-A menu. Only $8 plus tax, but hurry, supplies are limited. Each month gives you the chance to collect free Chick-fil-A menu items. The offers vary each month, but hurry, supplies are limited. The 2018 Chick-fil-A Steers of Yesteryear Calendar on sale now at Chick-fil-A at The Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We're live here for a half hour more at Mike Smith and Mart. Make tracks to Max and you do. And let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Got two more guys going into the Baseball Hall of Fame, the National Baseball Hall of Fame, inducting at least two new members next summer. Last night, the Hall of Fame announcing longtime Detroit Tiger teammates Jack Morris and Alan Trammell have been voted into Cooperstown by the 16-person Modern Era Committee. 12 votes were needed for induction. Morris and Trammell will become the 21st and 22nd players in Detroit history to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Former Major League Baseball Player Association Chief Marvin Miller and players Steve Garvey, Tommy John, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, Dave Parker, Ted Simmons, and Luis Tiant were also on the Modern Era ballot but did not receive enough votes for induction. Morris had 14 and had 12 to get in. Morris had 14, Trammell had 13, Ted Simmons just missed it. He got 11. They needed 12 to get in. And so these guys will be inducted into Cooperstown, the Baseball Hall of Fame next summer in July. Alan Trammell, we were talking before the break, he got his start up the road in Bristol when they were the Bristol Tigers. And so Alan Trammell, and that just shows you when you watch the Appalachian League Baseball here in the Tri-Cities, you truly are watching the stars of tomorrow. Jose Altuve, that was, of course, the American League MVP from the Houston Astros, got started in Greenville. I mean, the list goes on and on. Dale Murphy, the guy we just mentioned on the committee, or I should say one of the guys that the committee was voting on, also got his start here in the Tri-Cities in Major League Baseball. So you truly do see the stars of tomorrow. And so Alan Trammell got started in Bristol when they were the Tiger organization, and Jack Morris are in. Morris, the right-hander, played 18 seasons with 4 teams from 1977 to 1994. His record was 254 wins, 186 defeats with a 3.90 ERA and 3,824 innings of baseball. Jack Morris went to 5 All-Star games and finished in the top 5 in the Cy Young Award voting 5 times, though he never won the award. And so Jack Morris in for the Baseball Hall of Fame. Alan Trammell spent his entire 20-year career with the Detroit Tigers. Career batting average of 285, 185 home runs, 236 stolen bases. Alan Trammell, 6-time All-Star, who finished second in the 1987 American League MVP voting. He exhausted his 15 years of eligibility on the Baseball Writers Association ballot, which is different. And so those guys will be announced. The Baseball Writers Association of America portion of the Hall of Fame voting, the main Hall of Fame voting process, takes place each year, will be announced in January next month. And, of course, Hall of Fame induction weekend takes place each year in Cooperstown, New York in the month of July. So Jack Morris and Alan Trammell, two happy campers going into the Baseball Hall of Fame. We told you last week, Shohei Ohtani, the phenom from Japan, the 2-position player, chose over the weekend the Los Angeles Angels. That puts him in with Mike Trout. Of course, Albert Pujols, I mean, that makes him an instant dynamite baseball team to make a run next year. So while the Angels landed one of the biggest prizes in the offseason, his decision ripples through the American League West. They get a pitcher with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball for the rotation and with a hitter with a pop at the plate. They're expected to allow him to hit as a part-time designated hitter, with Albert Pujols playing first base on the days that he DHs, and all for the $20 million posting fee plus roughly a $2 million bonus on top of that. And so it's a sweet deal for the Angels. The Mariners, who really thought they had this guy because they have a huge Asian population in Seattle, they thought that was going to be the reason he would come. Well, of course, they had made some moves last week. They traded for D. Gordon, an All-Star Consolation Prize, and so Ohtani would. Everybody thought in Seattle was a foregone conclusion he was coming there. He did not. Of course, he went with the Angels. The Rangers, their whole plan of the offseason was to get Shohei Ohtani. Still in need of starting pitching. They have to shift gears and begin calling other free agents like Jake Arrieta and maybe even Yu Darvish, who still lives in Dallas. And, of course, he pitched for the Rangers until they traded him to the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, clearly, Ohtani going to the Angels messed up several teams' off-season marketing moves to bolster their team. So winter meetings start this week, by the way, down in, I believe it's in Florida. So there'll be some more movement, I would think, on the Major League Baseball rosters as they have the winter meetings heading into the Christmas break. Red Sox right-hander Stephen Wright arrested at his home here in Tennessee on a domestic assault charge on Friday night. Again, on Friday night, his family released this statement from their attorney. Stephen was arrested at our home following a verbal argument, and the police charged him with domestic assault. Although he said things he deeply regrets, he did not raise his hand at anyone during the incident, and the situation was purely emotional. We are working together as a family to make our relationship stronger. We ask that you respect our privacy as we do so. The Red Sox releasing a statement on Sunday night, last night. We are aware of the incident involving Stephen. This is certainly a matter that the Red Sox will take very seriously. It is my understanding that both local police and Major League Baseball are looking into this, and for that reason, the club won't have any further comment at this time. There was no physical, it was just verbal. So he was arrested, domestic assault, with a verbal arguments going on at his home here in Tennessee. And finally, Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees swooped in Saturday to acquire the reigning National League MVP, Giancarlo Stanton. After he invoked his no-trade clause, he said no to San Francisco and no to the St. Louis Cardinals. And so it was a relative bargain for New York with Starlin Castro and second-tier prospects Jorge Guzman and Jose Devers going to Miami in trade for Stanton. So the Yankees have made it clear they intend to get under the $197 million luxury tax threshold next year, which will reset their tax rate, which will give them more money to go out and get more folks. Stanton, by the way, 3 years into his record 13-year, $325 million contract. And so the Yankees said, we're not done. We're going to restructure some more. There's going to be a press conference today in Orlando to kick off winter meetings. And they're going to be presenting the fact that Giancarlo Stanton is now a New York Yankee. And they'll do that at a press conference today in Orlando to kick off the winter meetings in Florida. And that's a look at Major League Baseball and what's going on in baseball here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Quick break. We'll be right back. We got more for you. We're live here again at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. Don't forget, right here, here's one of those gift-giving ideas. You know someone's got a sweet tooth. Here are the peanut clusters, sea salt, milk chocolate peanut clusters. Got those right here again at Max Medicine Mart. Also, you have the Russell Stover candies. Let's get this here. Russell Stover candies. These are $9.99. Come in a nice decorative tin. You can see it right here. Handcrafted in small batches. Again, this is a assortment of fine assorted chocolates. Russell Stover comes into the decorative tin for $10, $9.99. A great stocking stuffer. Or again, if you have to have a gift for someone at a Sunday school party, whatever the case may be, you need an inexpensive but a nice gift for $10 or less. Here it is, $9.99 for the Russell Stover candy. Again, here at Max Medicine Mart. So lots of reasons to shop at Max. Make tracks to Max, and you do. We also have, she's just getting ready to do what I was going to do. I'm going to promote these calendars one more time. Here's the calendars. Here's the Norman Rockwell calendar, which is free. Here's the Almanac calendars. Here's an almanac calendar. It tells you when the sun comes up, when to fish, sunrises, sunsets. This is free. That's complimentary. Then if you don't want the Norman Rockwell and you want this type of, this is called the American Scenic. And, whoo, I'd like to be right here right now. How about this? Look at the April picture of this. Wouldn't that be nice with 15-degree temperatures coming in here tomorrow night? Being somewhere at the beach with your toes in the sand. That'd be nice. This is the American Scenic calendar. These are compliments again to Max Medicine Mart. These are all free. Again, we mentioned the planner. We have the planner that's good. Absolutely. Max Medicine Mart on the front. There you see it. And there is the complimentary calendar. So for the month of July, and last but not month of July, but the month of 2018, that happened to be July. And here's the, peel that off, here's the sticky, the little wall calendar again for December 2017 for this month, and for all of them next month. And of course, it's even for an older person. Again, the print is good as far as size. They can use it as well. These are free as well. These are all compliments, one per person. And so you can come in here and get these, make tracks to Max. And we do. We love shopping here at Max Medicine Mart. So we'll take a break. Either William Yarber or Barry Waltons will come back and visit with us one more time, depending on who is available. We're live here. Dr. Walton, is he available? Let's see. He's on the phone taking a prescription. It's busy here for this early stages of December 2018. Again, got some college football. We'll tell you about the Food City tickets, where you can get your tickets ready to go. Great stocking stuffer. Get ready for Christmas 2017. Get ready for racing season 2018 by getting your tickets. Again, for Bristol Motor Speedway, the great racing double header weekends in April and August. You can get your tickets a couple of different ways. One of those at Food City. We'll tell you about that coming up next year as we're live, as we said, on the road at Mike's Medicine Mart. Tomorrow, Phil's Dream Pit. Ooh, can't wait. I can taste it already. That great barbecue. Smoked turkey. They got barbecue. You got the pulled chicken now, pulled pork, pulled beef. Can't wait. Banana pudding. I'm ready to eat. I'll eat like a hog at a trough. It's funny because guests for tomorrow, all I got to say is Phil's Dream Pit. Yeah, I'm in. I mean, there's people coming tomorrow. Got Zeb Copas coming from Sprint, one of our new sponsors on the show. And we got some folks lined up and ready to go tomorrow at Phil's Dream Pit. Wednesday we'll be at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thursday at Champion Chevrolet. See here on the sidebars, our great sponsor, Champion Chevrolet. They actually built me a studio inside the showroom at Champion Chevrolet. And then on Friday we'll be at Food City in Bluntville on a Food City Friday. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Mike's Medicine Mart for a little while longer here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, be sure and like and comment. You have a few more minutes to do that. You can win this $22, again, willow tree figurine called Magnolia. Somebody's going to win this. We got the names here, but we'll add your name. But you'll go ahead and like and comment here in the next couple of minutes. I'll put your name in the bucket, too, to win this willow tree figurine, $22 figurine called Magnolia. And we'll do that coming up here in just a few minutes on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
This holiday season, those of us at Phil's Dream Pit here would like to make it easy for you to entertain your guests and visitors with our Dream Packs to go. We have pork, chicken, or brisket, and the sides. All Dream Packs come with 3 sides, the buns or toast, and the sauce. We can do these value packs from anywhere from 4 up to 50 to 100 people, just depending on how many you have to feed. Call about the Dream Packs to go at Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard. We've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
And we're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's bring him back on again for a few more minutes because he's got a break. Not long, because it's hopping here as it always is at Mike's Medicine Mart. And there he is. Look at a handsome rascal. Dr. Barry Walton from Mike's Medicine Mart. We lose a good one over the weekend. In fact, he end up, as you told me off air, one of your customers. But This guy really personified sports at Dobbins Bennett here, the local high school in Kingsport. We lose a good one in Cecil Puckett.
Absolutely. Coach Puckett and I go way back. I was telling you off the air, my Uncle John was on the last football state championship team that Dobbins Bennett had, and Coach Puckett was one of their coaches. And then I got to know Coach Puckett a little bit better when I was a kid. Eastman, at the time it was Tennessee Eastman, had ball fields right off of Wilcox Drive, and Coach Puckett and Coach Sally, two guys, you couldn't get two better guys than those guys. They did all the coaching and coached the coaches to teach us the right way to play baseball and do things like that. But you also learned how to be a better person. I only saw Coach Puckett lose his temper one time, and
was it at you?
No, it was not at me. It was and I can tell you, they're both up there right now, probably playing a pickup basketball game or something. It was Al Wilkes, Coach Wilkes, and they were playing a pickup game in the Dome at Dobbins Bennett when I was in high school, and Coach Wilkes told Coach Puckett that he had stepped out of bounds, and Coach Puckett was sure he did not, and that's the only time. They were both very competitive people, but of course Coach Puckett beat him to the basket, and that's what I think irritated Coach Wilkes. And but it was very interesting. It really was, because I had never seen, and I'd been around Coach Puckett for at that point probably 12 years, and I had never seen him lose his temper. So it was, everybody that I knew just kind of stepped back and went, "What is this?" Yeah. But he was competitive. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that he was the last person in Tennessee to be All-State in football, basketball, baseball, and track. In fact, I think when they retired the javelin, I think he still had the javelin record at DB. And I've actually I got the pleasure when somebody had posted a football game at Dobbins Bennett when he was playing, and they used a white ball, and I got to see him actually play, and I got to show him on the computer, Coach, this was your team here, and he recognized some of the people.
Wow.
He was with it right up till the end. So, and he lived down here on Garden Drive, and whenever he needed to go somewhere, if it was not too far away, he would walk. And he'd had knee replacements, but he always went. Of course, he missed this past year because he had a fall and was in NHC rehab. But he never missed the DB Hall of Fame luncheons that we do every year. And, of course, he was in the DB Hall of Fame. So just a fantastic person. I was athletic director when I was in high school. And just you just can't get any better couldn't get any better folk than Cecil Puckett. And he will definitely be missed. DB really did lose a legend when it came to Coach Puckett.
Absolutely. Of course, he was a customer here at Mike's Medicine Mart, but yeah, just a class guy, just a gentleman from the get-go, personified being a gentleman as far as I'm concerned. He used to call. I'd have him on the show periodically, and he'd say yes or no, sir, and I'm thinking, you don't need to tell me yes or no, sir. But that's the kind of guy he was.
He was raised right, and just passed that on to everybody he came in contact with. You hung around Cecil Puckett for very long. You wanted to be a better person. Everybody wanted to be like Cecil. And I remember, talking to people that played after him. That was kind of the gold standard. You see kids now that have their heroes, and Cecil Puckett was a sports hero in Kingsport. I can darn well guarantee you.
Guarantee it. So we lose him over the weekend. They buried him yesterday. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the Puckett family, and so Cecil's gone. We talked to our buddy Dr. Barry Walton from Mike's Medicine Mart. Cold weather was here. Had a little spiff of snow came through and some ice, and we got some more cold temperatures. So there are folks out there that need a cane. We have a big selection. We don't talk enough about, I don't think, when I'm here, the durable medical equipment, but there are walkers and all kinds of things for folks to help them. You have one of those canes that has kind of the tripod kind of three-pronged base. I'm not saying it right, but you know what I'm saying.
Gives you a wider base. We've have the four prongs as the quad canes. So there's all sorts of different kinds of canes. It's not just the old walking sticks anymore, although we do have those. And we have just the straight walking sticks, and then we have the ones with the curved handles, the pistol grip as they call them. And we have some that are collapsible, so that you can just kind of fold it up and put it in your back pocket, if you will, and or put it in your purse if you're a female, and then you can pull that thing out when you need it, or when you get up to from sitting down somewhere, like at a meeting or something. But yeah, all sorts of different types of canes, walkers. There's also the knee walkers. In case you just have one limb that's giving you some problems, you can kind of prop one leg up and kind of go almost like a scooter. And of course, we do have the regular scooters as well. So all sorts of different types of walking aids. And you're right, Tom. When weather hits like this and there's ice everywhere, then you want to make sure that you have the best that you can have, as far as making sure that your base is as wide as it can be and as stable as it can be, so that you don't have a fall. So that we can take care of that and find the best solution for you. We have a great staff over there in the DME area. As you're coming through the doors of Max Medicine Mart, you just take a left and go to the corner. There's a desk back there with everybody that's working back in there if they're not out on the floor, and they can take care of you there.
Dr. Walton is going to pull the winner here in just a second, of the winner of the Magnolia Willow Tree Angel. You guys and ladies sell a ton of these here at Max Medicine Mart. Let me put this up here on the screen again. This is what we're about to give away. It's a $22 value. And again, if you live out of state, that's okay. And there's our folks obviously qualified today, living out of the state of where we are. We have a lot of folks watching from other states. We've got like 12 states represented. And so $22 price. We're going to mail this to you or send it to you. I'll take care of that if it's an out-of-town winner. But Willow Tree Angels, I mean, we're down to, what did we say before, 11 days to shop. So we've got to get in and get after it. But you can't see from here, but on that back wall, there's a whole wall of Willow Tree Angel figurines. And that's a consistent seller year-round for you, isn't it?
It is. It has been ever since I've been here, Tom. I came in 2005, so I've been here about 12 and a half years now. And Willow Tree has been a consistent seller. Folks that collect those, they come from far and wide. I mean, we'll have phone calls asking if we have a certain figurine when they first come out. And of course, we can mail it to them also. But it's just amazing the things that people collect. I was in a home the other night. We had a little dinner party, and they had these little houses and like snow houses, and had one that had a diner and had a flashing lights on it and everything. And I thought that was pretty neat. And so just like those kind of collectibles, these willow trees are collectibles too. People have those all over the house, have little displays with it, and there's a story behind every one of them. So it's really neat to really put that into your home and just kind of have a good conversation piece in the collectible.
Our homes, our businesses typically get dry this time of year. You have told me more than once you recommend for us to drink a lot of water for ourselves, but also put moisture back into the air, because that cuts down on some nasal problems and different problems in your home, in your business. Tell me what you have along those lines from Max Medicine Mart.
Well, we do have the humidifiers, we have the vaporizers, we have different kinds of nasal rinses. We've got of course the saline nasal spray. This time of year, Tom, you're right. When we're inside a lot, we get that dry heat. And of course, it's a fine line. You don't want to have too much moisture in the air, because that'll promote mold. But you want to have enough moisture in the air so that your nasal passages don't dry out and crack, and then you have a bloody nose all the time. This time of year, we see more bloody noses than any other time of the year when it gets to be cold weather and people stay inside. So we've got several different solutions for that. We want to talk to you, find out what's going on in your home, so that we know exactly what's going on. If you have mold problems, the issue probably or may not be a moisture issue. It might be a mold issue. So we can help you with that as well. But if it is just a dryness issue, we can certainly help in several different ways on that. And we've got just a lot of different tools here at Max Medicine Mart for those. And even in Good Food Grocery, because they've got some neti pots over there as well. So if you need a neti pot, or the Neomed Sinus Rinse is what I use, there's all sorts of different tools that we have that can help you out.
One more, and we're going to let him stir it up. I'm going to do a countdown, count to 5, so he'll stir it up and pull out the winning name. But this is something William brought over a while ago. You guys sell a lot of Badger. It's American made in New Hampshire. This is a great gift-giving idea. Again, the Badger, it's like a little six-pack sampler of hardworking hands, cuticle care, sleep balm, aromatic chest rub, foot balm, and muscle rub. By the way, Becky's done a great job coming over today. And I walked in and she said, "Why don't you talk about this, and this?" And I thought, yeah, got her involved. And so she's done a great job letting us showcase the different things we have here at Max. More than just medicine, more than just prescriptions, obviously. And here's the Badger product line. It's called the little 6-pack Powerfully Pure Body Care. You guys sell a lot of these, don't you?
We do, and they're in those little tins that people just love. Even after they use the product that's inside, they'll keep those little tins to put little knickknacks in. So just a great little product line. The Badger line has been time tested and proved, so we do a really good job with the Badger products.
You know, this looks really familiar. I don't know why they put Santa Claus with glasses on, because if you look at my man here, he's got glasses on. So Santa's going to be here Wednesday from 2 till 6.
He is.
Have your picture made with Santa. Ho, ho, ho. So are you going to have your picture made with Santa?
I'm sure I will have my picture made with Santa.
If I drive back over here, if you would sit on one kneecap and I sit on another kneecap, break Santa's knees.
I was going to say, that might be a prolonged.
We got some braces.
We do, but it might be a prolonged Christmas day for Santa if we were to sit on his knees.
So probably not then. Okay. I would if he'd say come over, I'd do it just for kicks. But you and I both. Well, I can't speak for you, but if I got on one of Santa's knees, you may hear him go. May not be a ho ho ho. It's like, God, get off my knee, buddy. So anyway, Santa will be here from 2 till 6 on Wednesday. Be sure and have folks come by here, bring the kids, and have the picture taken. There's going to be a photo booth set up. So I'm going to count to a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and let you stir it up and pull out the winner here. This is pretty cool. A Willow Tree Angel figurine, $22 gift for giving away. Absolutely free, just for liking and sharing the show. And we appreciate this very much. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he started, and the winner is... It is
Candace Bellamy.
Candace Bellamy. We'll find out who Candace is, how to get a hold of her, and if she's local, she can come out and pick it up. If she's out of town, we'll ship it to her. So in closing here, we're about ready to wrap this thing up. We always love coming here. Once a month we come to Mike's Medicine Mart. In your humble opinion, and you're here and you're one of the folks who make this place go, what separates you from the other pharmacies, drugstores, whatever they call them this day and age? What separates Mike's from the competition?
Well, I think there's several things. Of course, not everybody has a drive-in. That helps. We have a 2-window drive-in, so we can get a lot of people in and out through the drive-thrus. We also have a very well-staffed pharmacy, and that's really critical, because you have to have people back here to do the jobs. And whether it's to call the prescribers for an update on a prescription, or to get clarification on a prescription, if there's a missing element on the prescription, we have to call to verify what's supposed to go there. Whether it's our folks up here at the registers, we have 2 registers at the pharmacy that can take care of people, run people in and out. We can answer your questions. We don't mind coming out from behind the counter and talking to folks. We do it all the time. And really the greatest thing, I think, is the concept that we've developed through the years of having not only a pharmacy, but having good food grocery. Not everybody likes to take prescription medications. I get that. I'm one of those people that am lucky enough that I don't take any prescription medications. I do take a baby aspirin every day. I take a Allegra D every day, which you do have to get at a pharmacy because it has the Sudafed in it. And then I take a vitamin D every day, which I get from Good Food Grocery. So I'm fortunate enough that's all that I have to take. But at the same time, there are places where you may not get a good quality vitamin D. We kind of vet all of our providers that give us supply our lines in Good Food Grocery to make sure that they meet standards, that they are not constantly having recalls, that they're not everything's not always made in China, and you don't know what's in it besides the active ingredient, even if the active ingredient's in there at all. These are all issues that have come up at other places, and we subscribe to some laboratory services that verify that what's on the label is what's actually in the capsule. Those are important things. It may seem like that everybody should do that, but not everybody does. It's easy to go buy something that's cheap, and the old saying that you usually get what you pay for sometimes comes true. Our stuff here is not very expensive, but we're going to verify that it is what it says it is on the label. So, and we can also tell you if your medications are going to interact with that, or if it will interact with the medications. Either way, that's another thing that we have going for us, is that we're familiar with the natural products or the vitamins and supplements and how they may or may not interact with your medications. So if you have a question, and we get these all the time, can I take this with the medications I'm on? That's a very common question, and we have the tools to answer those here. So, and we're also helping people all the time with In fact, while we were on the air today, I helped a gentleman looking at his Medicare Part D plans. He was questioning about something, and of course the election period ended December 7th, but he still had questions after the fact, got his packet in, and he was just wanting some clarification. So I sat down with him, we figured out what was going on. He got his card, so we put his card in the system, so he'll be ready January 1st moving forward with his new plan. So we take the time to talk to our folks. We know them, they know us. We call each other by first names a lot of times. So that's just one of the differences. You know, we treat our folks here, the patients that come in, we treat them like family, and that's in a good way. I know sometimes that might not be a good thing, but no, we treat our folks like family, and they treat us like family. I get phone calls, Christmas cards, all sorts of things from folks. Just they let me know how much and how important I am to them, and I'd reciprocate by letting them know how important they are to me every chance I get.
There you go. Hours you're open at Mike's Medicine Mart?
Tom, Monday through Friday, and that's another difference. We're open 7 days a week. A lot of folks aren't open 7 days a week. But Monday through Friday, we're open 8 o'clock until 7, and on Saturdays, 8 until 6, and Sundays, 1 to 5. So for all your healthcare needs and vaccinations, make tracks to Max.
Make tracks to Max. Great report, man. Love coming over here.
We love having you, Tom, and congratulations to Candace Bellamy.
Yeah, Candace Bellamy wins the figurine for Willow Tree Angels. We'll get that to her, and here you go. I know they're hollering for you. They're hollering for you all the time.
Gotta run, brother. Gotta run.
You gotta run. I understand. Good man right there, buddy. Dr. Barry Walton from Mike's Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max, and you do, and we appreciate that very much. So there you see him going in behind us, going back in behind because the phone's ringing off the hook. Folks wanting their medication. So it is really a cool place to shop, no question. We certainly thank him for that. Monday Night Football, New England and Miami for the NFL. Again, big day yesterday for Jason Witten, pulling down yet another touchdown, a big one to help the Cowboys go and beat the Giants 30-10, keeping them in the hunt for a playoff spot for the Dallas Cowboys. And Jason Witten, this guy's from Elizabethton, as you know, here locally. We've told you many times on the show. And Jason Witten, the NCAA is naming the Jason Witten Humanitarian Award after this gentleman. And of course, he's not passed away. He's still playing. Even more of a compliment. Sometimes you get awards named after you're gone, but he's still very much here and does an incredible job representing all of us here in Northeast Tennessee by his conduct off the field and certainly on the field too. So the NCAA has created the Jason Witten Humanitarian Award, which is really cool. So we always promote Jason as much as we can. Do want to say thanks to our guest, Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reported, joined us by phone from Northern Virginia. Of course, Dr. Barry Walton and William Yarber from here at the store, Mike's Medicine Mart. Candace Bellamy wins the Willow Tree figurine. Of course, there's more over here to purchase. So if you're looking for a place that has Willow Tree Angel figurines, this is the place, I can tell you that. And so we enjoy very much the chance to come over here and broadcast and talk up this great place. He's been with us from day one. This is our 651st show. Tomorrow we'll be at Phil's Dream Pit on the Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Can't wait to get there and promote the great products and gift certificates they've got for Christmas and how you can get a smoked turkey or smoked ham for the holidays. You can do that as well, and we'll tell you all about that tomorrow. Wednesday we'll be at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thursday, giving you gift-giving ideas for the NASCAR fan on your shopping list. Thursday will be a Champion Chevrolet, giving you shopping ideas for the car purchaser on your shopping list. And on Friday, we'll be at Food City, again in Blunteville, on a Food City Friday. And again on Friday, one more time, we're going to make somebody a happy camper. We're going to give somebody $100 cash, the one who has the most share or retweet of this show. Every time you share or retweet, it equals one entry. There's no limit on the number of entries you can make. $100 cash for Christmas, share or retweet, again on the Tom Taylor Sports Show through Thursday. We'll announce the winner on Friday. So for Dr. Barry Walton and, of course, William Yarber and the folks here at Mike's Medicine Mart, this is Tom Taylor again saying so long from here at Mike's Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Mike's on Center Street in Kingsport, right down from Dobbins Bennett High School. And, again, they're easy to find. Again, I guess I should give you the phone number. The phone number is 245-2181. There's two numbers. 245-2181 is the number to call for you to check out, again, with Mike's Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Mike's. So until we greet you tomorrow, again from Phil's Dream Pit off the Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, this is Tom Taylor telling you as always, win or lose, be a good sport. So long, everybody, from Mike's Medicine Mart. And again, one more time, congratulations to Candace Bellamy, our winner of the Willow Tree figurine from the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Mike's Medicine Mart. So long, everybody.